Well, I've got kind of sad news. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling weird about this one. I just accidentally got myself a load while we were, getting ready to head out with the wife to do a few things. And the one popped out from Seattle going to somewhere like Twin Falls area out there in Idaho with a Monday delivery. Anyways, long story short, I bid it, but for some reason I didn't think I would win it. And then, time went by and we were all walking out the door, like literally, we were walking out the door and they said, book it, they gave me the load. So wife got super mad. She left without even saying goodbye, without a hug, without a kiss. She just took off to, left the house. I don't know. Now I got to drive 5 hours thinking about, how she's feeling. I don't know. Usually I'm in a good mood when I leave. Today, not so much. I had to do a little check before I departed. Like check my boxes. Last time I went without a wallet, so this time I had to, check wallet, check phone, check some water. I only got a little bit. I actually bought a case and then put it in our car, personal car. Stuck it in there because kids, how it works. Every time we get out of the house, all of a sudden they got a drink. It's like, why don't you go to the bathroom, drink, and eat right outside the garage. That way, when we leave, we actually leave instead of having to go through the whole thing of, oh, I'm hungry. Can we stop by somewhere? Oh, I'm thirsty. Can we get some food? And then stop by the bathroom as well. You guys know how that works. What I was thinking is, every time I get in here, I always think about that I should do a little stash, or have a little stash of cash, just in case it ever happens again. And you never know what's gonna happen to you, where you could be out in the middle of nowhere, break down, or run out of gas. Somebody could help you, give you some gas. You gotta give them maybe 20, 50, $100, or tow you, pull you somewhere, and you don't have anything except for a card. You gotta have cash when you do this. So like $300, $500, at least $200, $300. I think $300. If you had $300 hidden somewhere in the van, I think it'd be perfect. Just in case, like I said, just in case you lose your wallet, you forgot it again, or God knows, who knows what could happen. Your cards might stop working and you lose your phone, you can't even call the bank. Stuff like that, it's just, anything could happen while you're out and about. And when this happens, you still got to deliver your load on time. You still got to pick it up on time if you want to make the money. And you can't throw dispatch under the bus. So you got to do everything in your power to do it right and to get it done, no matter what. With that being said, I'm hauling. I got a mineral water with me. I got some sunflower seeds. And then I made myself like 32 ounces of coffee as well. So I don't need to stop anywhere for now. And then I got my juice jug in the door there. Always have a juice jug when you need to, drain the juice. That way you don't have to stop anywhere and waste time doing that. So always have a drain container with for yourself while driving. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm a little bit bummed out that that wife's not happy, but I don't know. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I should have asked her and shoulda instead of doing that. I didn't think I'd get it. We were already, ready, dressed. You know what I mean? Baby's in the car seat, that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden we get when you don't expect it, when already a lot of time has gone by, you gotta book it. So you gotta book it. Especially with the broker that gave us this load. There's no such thing as, sorry, we're not available anymore, or sorry, we got something else. We're sorry this, sorry that. No way. They've been good to us and we've been good to them, and just cannot ruin that. And that's what I tell all drivers. Do not ruin our relationship with brokers. Do not do it. It doesn't just hurt you on that load that you screwed up on or messed up on or overslept or whatever. We had a driver that actually overslept. I haven't worked with him in a long time, but he became available, ready to go. And then I posted him online. We got a call from a good broker as well that paid really good money for that load. And overnight I was doing the updates, and I saw that he went to sleep. And I'm looking at it going, kind of tight, but yeah, he could sleep. He's already slept about an hour and a half, but the time was tight. And I'm looking going, well, he's gonna wake up. And so all of a sudden when I check on him, he's driving, but he's still far away. And I'm thinking, well, on the map it looks like he's not gonna be late or anything. So I ask him, gonna be on time? Takes him like 15 minutes to respond. He was filling up. And then he tells me, I'm running late. And I'm like, what time is what's the ETA? And he tells me 8:45 plus minus. I'm like, 8:45? You're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. So we went through with it. I let him deliver. I didn't, yell at him or anything. In the end, I said, hey, we got to hold the pay because I don't know if we're going to have a rate deduction or if they're going to pay us anything at all on the load or what the deal is. I'm like, we got to get with billing and find out, if we're going to get a punishment for this, if we're going to get dinged. And then he's like, oh, what do you think? This is not my first year in business and blah, blah, blah. And he says, you can just keep it. I'm like, keep what? Keep your money? I don't want your money. That's not what I do. We want a good relationship with brokers. All I want is the load to be delivered on time. And then, and then he's like, oh, I sent you a picture that I was running late, that there's traffic. And I'm like, you sent me that picture 15 minutes before you were supposed to already be there. And when I asked you if you're going to be there on time, if everything's still okay, you told me that you're running late 45 minutes before you were supposed to be there. Where were you and where was your, like, what, why didn't you tell me earlier? You waited until I asked myself if you're going to be there on time. So if I wouldn't have asked, you would never even have bothered to tell me that you're running late until it would have been 8 o'clock, and then he would have been telling me that, he's running late. We're not late. We're not late people, guys. We don't do that. And if you guys are brokers and you work with us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Our drivers are not late. We're never late. The only time we could be late if it's a weather thing, if there's an accident or whatever. We're not late for our deliveries. And if we are running late for some odd reason somewhere, then it's because of the weather, because the road was closed, because of something, and you guys know in advance. If you're drivers and you're planning to work with us, and you do work with us, and you do not tell us that you're going to be late ahead of time, or as soon as you find out that you're going to be late, that's a big problem. That's a problem you do not want to have. That's a problem we do not want to have, because we have scores with brokers. Our success is based on you guys being on time and drivers being on time for pickup and for delivery. That's what our success is based on. If you ruin that, you're ruining it not just for yourself and not just for us and not just for the broker and for their customer, but you're ruining it for every other driver out there as well, because it's a circle. Every other driver is suffering because for some reason you guys were late. So please, don't be late. Beautiful weather. Look at this. But it actually did a little snow slush, whatever. Let me get that out of the way. Got a glare. It actually was snowing and slushing overnight, so in the morning I woke up to a slushy driveway and it was all frozen. That's how it was today. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's go get this pickup done and get home and figure out how we're gonna get with the with this delivery. I'm sorry, honey. If you're ever gonna watch this video, she's probably not even gonna watch this video. But if you do watch, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's my fault. I apologize. Stop by to fill up by a good, cheaper / cheap gas station. The one that I filled up over here 4 days ago, and it's like $4.61 right now. Diesel is $4.61 at the cheapest place I know. So I don't understand what's going on. I got one guy waiting here, or one guy about to start filling up. Hopefully the wait's not going to be too long. I can't really afford to lose time. But 461, peeps. 461, this is the beginning of March. Because of the war? What's going on? I don't understand. I see, okay, no problem. I'm right here. I parked right outside that door. Well, it's a long piece and I don't know how heavy it is. If it's not heavy, I can back up to any dock, but it'll definitely fit in my van if it's 164 long.
Oh, it is. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get it.
Oh, how you want it? Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, you're doing good.
Oh, you can't afford this. Go in there and they'll do your paperwork.
They already gave me to me, so I'll give you the copy. They said to give it to you and we're good. I already signed one and I have one. You gonna try to load it with two? One? Don't come in sideways like that? I can pull forward if you need more room. How heavy is it? Oh, okay. You're good. You can keep pushing that way. You can go a little further. That's good. Oh, really? Yeah, you're doing good. They already gave it to me, so I'll give you the copy. They said to give it to you and we're good. So I already signed one and I have one, so they said to give it to you and you're going to give it to them and we're good. Thank you. Here it is. This thing's like 164 long or something like that. I'm going to measure it real quick and see. This is how long. Not every van is this long anyways. But mine is, and I got it. My plan is I'm gonna take a picture of the freight, send the paperwork, the broker, all that good stuff, and then I'm on my way home, and then delivery is Monday, so I'm gonna leave Sunday afternoon towards delivery. So I wanted got the tape measure out, decided to measure the freight. Look at it's stuck over there in the front. So 161 inches long freight. So people ask, why do I need such a big van? Other people are using smaller vans, other people this, other people that. Everybody's telling me I don't need one this big. Well, maybe you don't need one, but if you wouldn't have a van this long, then this freight would not fit in it if you were here. Or if you were in another area where there's a freight this long. So think about it yourself and think what your priorities are. Either to, you know, make money in this business or to, you know, listen to what other people are telling you. No long van, that means the freight wouldn't fit, so that's the deal. I'm just leaving home base, 437 at Chevron for fuel. You guys can see it right there. I got it 10 cents off. And yeah, I don't know what's going to be happening with rates from now on, but they're definitely going to have to pay. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do. Either we're going to just keep driving for whatever we're driving for, or hopefully, you know, the rates on the hauls got to go up. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. Brothers and sisters, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not dogging on a short van. Somebody, you know, somebody may be making it in a short van as well, and it's working out for them. And hey, you know, that's great. I hope you do well, and I hope you do better than well. I just know from my experience, of, you know, dispatching, so on and so forth, for all these years, from the drivers that we have had with short vans, from the drivers that we have with longer vans, you know, there's just so much controversy going on out there when you're watching other channels, probably, if you're, you know, reading forums and so on and so forth about this stuff. I just know this, you know, you gotta have the biggest vehicle out there. That way you can be doing everything on your part to be as successful as possible. That's all I mean, you know. Sometimes there's people that call and say, hey man, I got 8 feet, I got 10 feet. It's not long enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm not saying everybody go grab a 16-foot van and drive, you know, but that should be your goal, is to, if you don't have one, then find the longest one that you can find. Don't settle for short stuff. And don't buy one without doing your research first, you know, and then having to, you know, have trouble getting work and have trouble getting loads, because you are going to have trouble getting loads. Off the bat, if you got a 10-foot van, right off the bat, I can tell you 100%, at least 50% of the freight that's on the board that dispatchers are looking at, it does not fit your van. Guaranteed. Right away, half the freight does not fit your van. Even with the 12-foot or 120 inches long, some of those ProMasters, they're like 120 that people call with. Even those guys, 120 is not long enough. You can't fit 3 pallets. You can't fit something that's 12 feet long. You can't fit what you can't fit. So, most success is the person who's got the longest van, the tallest van, because really you're not missing out on anything at all. You can't miss a load that's not going to fit in your van. That's just it. If you missed out on it, that means either your price was wrong, you're too far away from it, or, you know, somebody beat you on the rate. That's really it. It can't be anything else. Definitely can't be anything else. So don't get the wrong idea. Like I said, not dogging on you guys, not, you know, not putting myself as glorious or something like that because I got a long van. I drove with 2 170 wheelbase Sprinters, and this is a longer one than that by another 12 inches. So I'm just grateful that I was able to find one and that I got one, and that's what I was looking for, is an extended 170 extended is what I wanted, and I finally got one. Thank the Lord, it all worked out. Very sunny, weather's great. I got to put my address in the GPS and figure out how long it's going to take me to get there. I already know that it is like 12, not 12. It's, I'm looking at the police going 12. I already know it's a 10-hour drive or so with fill-ups. I might make it in like 9. I think Google was showing a little less. So I'm not sure exactly how long, but midnight or 1 a.m. and I'll be there. And then I gotta hurry up, try to get unloaded right away, and try to make it to my Monday pickup in Lacey, Washington. That's another 10.5-hour drive or so to get there, so I can make that pickup and head to Montana with that load. I don't have anybody that could do it. I've exhausted all options, and there's just nobody else that could do this. So if I can't make it, that means we're not hauling that one this time. And I don't know if we're ever going to haul it again because of that. So it is what it is. Let's roll. I'm in like Nampa, Idaho / Boise area. If you guys know where that's at, Boise, Idaho area. To be specific, like Nampa. Fuel here everywhere along the way has been over $5 a gallon. $5.25, $5.65, $5.70 something. $5.05 was like the cheapest that I saw, very close to here. But I did find through the Gas Buddy app. It's a free app. It doesn't cost you anything. Called Gas Buddy. Found one that's $4.39 per gallon, which is, you know, at least almost $1 cheaper than everywhere else. So just by using that Gas Buddy app, I got myself, you could say, instead of filling up at like a Flying J or at like a Love's or any other truck stop, almost $1 cheaper than what they have it for. So that means, you know, free lunch. I saved myself a lunch, actually, just by doing that. So my recommendation, Gas Buddy app. It's called Gas Buddy. This is what the app looks like right here. See? It's got the Fred Meyer, it's got the gas price. If it's wrong, you enter it here. I went to this one first, just a couple blocks that way. It was $4.27 it was showing, but it was actually wrong. It's $4.65 over there. So I changed it myself 4 minutes ago. There it is. An hour ago, somebody confirmed or whatever. So I'm going to confirm right price right now, so that way other people know that it's the truth. There you be. Got some big accident in Boise, Idaho, on 84. I think maybe somebody lost their life in one of those, in that thing, because they had way too many people over there measuring things, and you know, with all kinds of equipment over there and everything. So somebody didn't have a good day today. And maybe it was their last. I've arrived since like 12:10 or whatever it was. Since 12:10. Parked at the shipping and receiving, found their place right over there. See that? It says shipping, receiving. So I always like to sleep on site. The reason why is so you cannot be in a situation where you overslept somewhere, where you screwed up on a load, so on and so forth, just because you are sleeping where you're not supposed to be sleeping, or you're sleeping further away from the load. Anyways, it says they're open at 8. Problem is with 8, kind of too late for me. I hope they're going to be open sooner because I need to get to Washington tomorrow, to Lacey, Washington, to pick up that Montana load for the next one by 5 o'clock. And this, like, I forgot how many miles. I got to look again. Anyways, it was near impossible, so we're going to get the near impossible done tomorrow. I'm going to hurry these people, tell them hurry, 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 that I got to be in Seattle ASAP. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get it out of here and be on my way to still make it over there. So good night to me. I'm going to bed. Heater's been on for like 10 minutes. Everything's warm over there. Outside it's 27 degrees. 27 degrees means it's going to get even colder probably because it's only midnight. But good for me and for everybody else who does this. How do I get lights to work? There we go. And whoever else has a good Webasto style heater, is they don't have to worry about being cold. The only thing you got to worry about is being too hot with one of these. So good night to you guys. It will just be 1 second and then it'll be morning for you. Kind of like the blink of an eye and it's morning. Morning. You're gonna need some room to like take it from the side. It's long, 160 inches long.
Okay.
Usually they you will pull it, and, yeah, pull it out, and then like pull it out as far as you can, set it down, and then grab it from the side and just go. You know.
You got a big stuff?
I can go forward. I get out there.
No, you're fine.
I'm good. Okay. How they loaded was with the forks. You just grab from the side right here and just kind of in, out, in. It's all good however you guys want to do it. Now it's from the side time. I could just get in and give some gas.
What's that?
I said I can just get in and give some gas.
He'd be fine. Well, I don't know
It
what.
was a joke, I'm kidding. So, Drew, yeah. All right, I'll get you something to sign real quick. You don't have to do date.
Okay.
Just last name. Perfect. And I'll give you a copy too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. What's your name?
Mine?
Vic?
No, that's somebody who shipped.
Oh.
My name's Andre.
Andre?
Yeah.
Can you sign mine too?
Yeah. Now that this load is delivered, I've got a 10-hour drive, 10 hours, non-stop driving. Hurry up and get there because my GPS is showing my arrival at 5:20, but I'll make up time. I always make up time. I don't know how some people do not make up time. They'll tell me one time and then have it be an hour later or even 2 hours sometimes. I understand that traffic can cause it sometimes, but usually if there's no traffic, there shouldn't be any time loss. So I drove 10 hours last night to get to delivery, slept for 6 hours, unloaded. Now I got another 10-hour drive to Lacey, Washington for the next load, for the next pickup. After that, after I get loaded, then I got an 8-hour drive to delivery after that. So a lot of driving. Those of you who think this is easy, just kind of sit down and go, be on my own time, so on and so forth. You're on your own time as far as being available to work or not available to work. But when you want to make money, you got to put the grind in, you got to put the effort in, and you got to do a lot of driving. You got to do a lot of miles, and you got to be able to drive nonstop. You know, those of you who say you want to stay local within a state or within your state or within your city, this job is not for you because you're not going to make anything. It's best to just go work at McDonald's, bring a couple buns home, bring a couple of hamburgers home as a bonus, and you'll make more money than just doing local loads. Locals do not pay. Locals, you're not going to make anything. Mileage equals money. You got to put a lot of miles, as much miles as you can, to make as much money as you can. But locals, don't even bother with locals. Not worth it. Not worth it with the fuel prices. Not worth it just, waiting for a local. Local doesn't come along every single day to where they can pay you a round trip from home back to home. So locals suck. Locals are kind of like icing on a cake for somebody who's already done a load and is sitting there, or has got one for tomorrow, or and then grabs this one or something along the way to his pickup for tomorrow if he's got a tomorrow pickup. That's when a local is good. But just basing your income off of locals, no, you're not going to be successful. So don't even bother with locals. Anyways, guys, the next load is going to be a different video. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Stay anti-war if you can. A lot of things going on right now, and a lot of people are getting angry. A lot of people are getting protesting and everything like that. A lot of people are getting angry at you know, at the other side. It's all politics. None of us can change any of that, and it's just, I call it evil. It's all evil. Anything that has to do with killing each other, that's evil. So we fight evil by praying. We fight evil by, you know, asking God to help us. That's all we can do. It's sad that, you know, innocent people are dying over there. It's very sad. There's a lot of innocent people dying over there just because of politics. There's a lot of things that I don't understand. There's a lot of things that I don't want to understand. There's just... It's bad. When innocent people are dying, it's very bad. It's very bad. Anyways, guys, catch you on the next one. God bless you. Take care.